Vegas, let me hear y'all make some noise.
It's me, Pretty Pink Pommy. Get into it, do it hard. How are we doing today? Hi, Lavender. Shout out to the icons of the day. Those icons would be in the order in which they did the icon of the day redeem. Sombrerone, aka V. V, I hope that you start feeling better. Oh my gosh. V was in the Discord today saying how he didn't feel well. I'm scared. After that, we have CMB 122498. And then after that, we have On Day Lease. Thank you so much for showing up to the stream on time. I appreciate all of you. I want to say hello to Lavender. Who else is here? Anybody else? Let's see. Where are the girls? The girls. Well, that's everybody. Hey! And if you're lurking, also hello to the lurker. Shout out, get into it. I'm going to protect your anonymity. Um, Today we're gonna be running through the woods. Running through the motherfucking woods. We are going to be playing some Pokemon Legends Arceus for a little while, and then maybe a little bit later, we are going to be doing Pokemon Legends ZA. You're doing good. Today is your senior display show. What does that mean? What's the tea? What's going on? Whatever it is, I hope it goes well. Yeah, so that's about it. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing weekend cartoons. It's going to be Bee and Puppy Cat. We're gonna be doing 2 episodes, or I think it's 2 episodes or three, it might be three, of Bee and Puppy Cat, and then it's going to be the first 4 episodes of season 5 of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So get ready for that. It's gonna be really exciting because also we're gonna be ending She-Ra and the Princesses of Power before the end of the year. So we're gonna be blasting through that last season. There's 13 episodes. We're gonna be watching the first 4 this weekend, and then next weekend is probably going to be the next 4, and then the weekend after that is probably going to be the last 5. So like, prepare for that. I'm also planning some movie nights. We're going to be talking about that next week in the Discord server. I don't know exactly how I'm going to be going about like discussing that with y'all, but we are going to be doing some movie nights for the winter season, specifically for the holiday season. But we're only probably going to be watching like maybe one movie that's going to be like Christmas or holiday themed at all. Hi V. Pikachu Pop Star, get into it. I love Pikachu Pop Star. That's the one that we have the emote of. Yeah, so that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Make sure. Hey, I still need to get the DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, Mega Dimension. So if you would like to donate for to help me pay for that for before next week, because I do want to play it on Thursday. I'm probably going to. If you want to help me pay for that, send a donation. Hit the exclamation point donate. Hit exclamation point donate in the chat, just like this. I think anybody can do it, but I'm not sure. And maybe it'll pull up. Nah, I'm a Joltik. Okay. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. Whoa, thank you for the sub. 1 year. Thank you so much, Breb. Oh my gosh. Get into it, Breb. Is there a request of me in the town? What's going on? It doesn't say that there is. Maybe that was like referencing like other people. I mean, other areas. Anyway, here we are. Doing our big one in Hisui. As per. Oh, that's a nice V. I'm glad you're making friends with people. Let's see if there's anything new at the Ginkgo Guild. It's always the same shit with you. Honestly, I'll just buy it. Who cares? I got the money. Oh, that's cool, V. She likes one that you like. That's awesome. I want to see cosplays of Ingo. I don't know why, but something is telling me that I want to see cosplays of Ingo. His Geets is in my top 5, but it's not a favorite. His fit is immaculate though. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, yeah. You know, I never know which one is which because I didn't watch the show. Last time we were on here, I think I was doing this stuff with Spiritomb, but honestly, I never went back to do it. Like, I said I was going to. Honestly, you can never. When I'm saying, like, I'm gonna do this off stream, I'm gonna do this off stream, I probably won't. I probably won't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna hold you. I probably won't be doing it off stream. Let's check my stuff. I need to look at my stuff. I need to restock my stuff. I'm gonna put that away in here. I'm gonna put that away in here. There's a lot of these. I'm gonna put these away in there for sure. I do not want to lose them. It looks like I need more jet balls for sure. I could also take some more feather balls. I have plenty of sticky globs. And I have plenty of smoke bombs. So plenty of these heavier Pokeballs. This can go away. This can go away. Let's see what I have in my box. One of the few riders that aren't insect themed. The Pokeballs in this game look cool. They do. I have plenty of stuff to sell. I need some more green shards. Let's go see if I can make some more jet balls. Bing bong. Revice and W. I don't need 65. I'll take a cute 35. Because I also wanted some of these. Alright, that's great. There is a medium amount of post-game stuff. So basically, and this is true for both of the Legends games, even though I didn't finish Legends ZA yet, this is true for both of the Legends games. You don't actually get access to the Pokemon that's in the title of the game until after you defeat the main until after you finish the main story with the main set of characters. So like when I finish ZA, I'm not going to spoil what happens at all, but I will say I'm not going to have Zygarde by the end of that story. And I'm not going to have any of the other legends by the end of that story. It's not until I finish that part of the game. And it's encouraged in this game that if you want to get to Arceus, or if you want to get to any of the other legends besides the main two for Sinnoh, you're going to have to finish the game. And then you're also going to have to finish the Pokédex. I never finished the Pokédex. I've been taking my sweet time with it. Just because honestly I like experiencing the game, and honestly I also want to save the moments when I catch the legendaries for special occasions. That's why you haven't seen me catch Shaman or Manaphy or Darkrai or Cresselia or even other Pokemon, because I've been taking my sweet time finishing the Pokédex, so I have things to do with it, but also because I want to save them for a special occasion, which is something that you might know about but other people might not. Arceus is kind of like the post-game final boss, lol. Yes, ZA is similar, where you don't have to finish your Pokédex to finish the game, just like any other Pokemon game. The main story has nothing to do with finishing the Pokédex, but also you have to like finish a bunch of other stuff before you can get Zygarde, so it's gonna be a similar essence. And I think that's part of the thing about Legends, is that they're trying to they're encouraging us to do post-game content, especially because these games, to me, realistically, I think the Legends games are the most adult-oriented games in the franchise, because even though the main characters are still teenagers, The stories are a little bit more hard hitting. They talk about a little bit more of heavier topics, and also they encourage post game content, and they encourage the finishing of the post game content so that you can do whatever else you want to do. Whereas the other games are more kind of like, you can do this, you can take this track, but if you don't take this track, you're not really going to be missing a whole lot. You know, like Pokemon Violet, I did not finish the main story of Pokemon Violet, even though in the badge quest, even though I finished the badge quest aspect of it, I didn't finish the main story. And so that, therefore, to me, the badge quest is still going on. I haven't completed it yet. It was a lot. It was always going to be a big undertaking to do that one, even before I got the DLC, because it was going to be like 20 or 30 shinies and 20 or 30 events that were going to be considered a badge, including meeting and defeating Cassiopeia, Arven, and Pneumonia, on top of the fact that I still have to go and meet with, I still have to go into Area Zero after that, which is not something that I've done on the stream yet. And there's literal fighting, intense scenarios. Well, that's true. And also in the Legends games is that there's a possibility of being injured by the Pokemon. Even in the modern era that Kalos is currently in ZA, you're going to be defeated by those Pokemon. That's another adult aspect. That doesn't happen in these other games. And I don't think that they're going to implement that in Generation 10 mainline games either. And that's really, some of those things are what set this game apart from being a mainline game like that. Is that this is kind of like almost like a legacy experience for people who have played the game like that and who enjoyed the game like that, to be able to experience something a little bit more intense and a little bit more serious. I would have loved if they had done, because like I heard through the grapevine that they were going to do a Johto game and then they switched it over to Kalos. I don't know if somebody said that on stream or what, but that would have been so much more interesting to have a Johto game where you're interacting with all the wild Pokemon in Johto, because Johto has so many Pokemon that are classic, you know, whereas like Kalos doesn't have a lot of classic Pokemon, because I feel like Kalos was the beginning of the 3D era. So it's kind of like, you know, some of it's great, some of it's not. I think the only difference is the Mega Evolution implementation. Oh, can I have a quesadilla, V? How are you feeling right now, V? Are you feeling any better? Baby, I need a couple's therapy. Okay, we have Lucario, or that's Riolu. We have Vulpix, Riolu, Magby, Snorunt, which is a massive mass outbreak with, like, I think that's alphas. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Oh, we have Duwat over here. That would be a fun one. Machop. I kind of want to do Riolu, and then I want to do Duwat. That's really how I feel. We have two with Magby. I don't know if I want to do Magby. I feel like we've done Magby before. There's also Pachirisu, Curlia, Bronzor. But I feel like I've done those two. And maybe if I finish the Duwat one after doing Riolu, then maybe we can come back and do Machop. Sure, but it's just melted cheese and a tortilla. Hey, that's a good one. That's good enough for me. I'm going to move this over here, and then I'm going to put this in my stuff. I'm going to put this in right here, and I'm going to put this in my stuff. I think that's all I need to do for now. Since we're on a time crunch, I want to start with the furthest one out first, and then move back, work our way back. Especially because I think the Duwat one will be the best. Is that an Alpha Lucario right there? Oh, this is the Riolu one. Oh, that was really close. Oh, and here's one of the Magby ones. Look at them. And we already have Samurott over there too. Oh, I got Samurott! Hell yeah! Let's see if I can get the others. Oh shit, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go. This note here, and I wish I was a Magby. Aw, maybe that's why the fire types live in the snow, is because it doesn't bother them. The way all three of them are just standing there looking at me. Oh, it's pissed. It's pissed. Where are the sticky globs? Sticky glob! Bitch! Get in the ball, ho. I got bigger fish to fry. Okay, all the Duwats are gone, but we did get Samurott, so that's good news. Now let's go to the Riolu one. I feel like the Riolu one's going to be great. There was an alpha over there. Actually, you can probably just fly back. Because it was that close that it was like walking distance from the original camp. But it's rare and unpredictable enough to be exciting. I get that. Y'all, I'm gonna have to catch that bitch. Get in the ball. Bitch. Oh my god. Oh, this is a good one for me because I don't think I ever had any Riolus. Sticky Glob. No. Okay, all the Riolus are gone. Your quesadilla came out crispy. Get into it. The blizzard seems like it's about to clear up. RIP. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any match champs, but we already have match champ. I think the only... we already have match hops, so it's not really a huge deal. While I am out here, I don't really see... I do see a few satchels. I don't care enough about them, though. I wish that they made the Snow Point Temple area that you could fly to. I guess let's go look for the misfortunes. Y'all see a misfortune around here? I don't see anything. All I see are Pokemon. You should be over here somewhere. Alright, let's go to this one. There should be a misfortune around here, but all I see is the Dusclops. And there should be one over here at the Avalanche Slopes. I love Ambipom. I don't see a misfortune out here either. I don't know exactly where she's supposed to be, but I don't see any of them. Unless she's like underground, maybe. And there's a Blissey. I like Blissey. I talk shit about Blissey on stream, but I like Blissey more than Chansey. Newsflash, you're not gonna. Do you see her anywhere? Look around. Oh, nice. Okay. Money. Take a look around. You see her anywhere? Newsflash, you're not gonna. I like a crispy quesadilla myself. Just a little bit, like in the middle, and then you cut it up. Or even like I like it a little bit. Like I don't like it all crispy, but I also like it really melty, so I like it warm. Did y'all see the Grinch? They're doing another adult Happy Meal. I was gonna say kids meal. Adult kids meal doesn't make sense. An adult Happy Meal. And it's like Grinch themed or something. I never even had the Popeyes meal. Somebody give me some money, please. Somebody send a don. If you donate, I'll go get the Popeyes meal. I'll tell you what I think after I eat it. How about that? They give socks, and that's boring to me. That's so weird to me. I take it past the cheese bubbling. Oh. Yes, it does have the Grinch salt. I don't know anything about it, though. Let's do another berry harvest. The special one. Thank you, Koza. Bye. One of these days, we're going to take Periwinkle out of here. Periwinkle, we're going to take you out of here, Periwinkle. But honestly, for now, she's good for her safekeeping. The salt is dill pickle flavor. Oh, so it's going to be kind of like a vinegar taste. How are you going to sneak a Popeyes meal into the FNAF movie? Hi, Catboy. Not a whole Little Caesars V. Oh my god. Although Little Caesars is pretty good, though. Baby, I need the couples therapy. Munchlax, do your big one. Okay, we have Magikarp, Magmar, 2 Onyx outbreaks, which is honestly what we might go for. Although I think we did Onyx last time. We have Apom, we have Glameow. Those are also both very intriguing. We have one for Staravia and another one for Riolu and one for Prinplup. Oh, that's a good one too. Okay, what should we go for? Either Prinplup or we can do Glameow and Apom and then fly over and do Prinplup. That might be the best move. Because I don't think that we can fly over anywhere near Glameow or Apom. Are you alone, baby? Baby, I need the couples therapy. Technically, it would be faster to come all the way from the Molten Arena over to where Apom is. Oh. Oh. I love Palina. I love Palina. Where's Apom? Apom is over here. Which means that I need to go like this way so I can go around. The only place I'm sneaking a Little Caesars pizza into is my mouth. I'm being honest with you. What the hell?
Hi.
Oh my god. You got me. You got me. Because I was like, where is the freaking shiny Apon? Like... Hello? Oh my gosh. The slanted floor is gonna kill me. Thank you for lurking. Bitch. The Pokemon are gone. The next one is like right there. Let me put a marker on it. Thank you for the shiny luck, though, even though it scared the hell out of me. Hopefully I get one today. I am just probably going to be doing Outbreak or whatever. Although I do need to go battle Adamin for, with, the Dialga form. I didn't know if I was going to do that or not, probably. Looks like I got all the Glammeows. That's great. Let's go to do the Prinplup. The Danny Phantom Fortnite skin looks silly. I don't like all the I don't like a lot of the Fortnite skins because they stretch the characters out so much in a weird way. And I know why they do it, but honestly, at this point in time, with the technology that some of these games have and the money that some of these games make, especially something like Fortnite, y'all should be able to do a lot more with some of the shit you're doing, and you don't. And I don't like that. Bitch. need to climb back up the freaking side of the mountain. Hello? Damn it. Okay, okay. I got the point. They do more, but it's almost kind of like with what they do and how much money they're making based on what they do, they could do better with what they do. That's my opinion. This one does not want to get caught. A backstrike with the Gigaton ball? Oh my god. Like, please, something. Maybe the FNAF movie is bad. You can't be mad that they're saying it's bad if you haven't seen it. Like, you know, especially considering that, like, you know, a lot of people who review movies are watching it more for the content of the actual story than the features that the movie might have outside of the story. Should I go fight Adamant or should we keep up with the, I forgot to look for the, misfortunes. I kind of want to go fight Adamant with the Olga. Hey, I mean, I'm just saying in general, I don't know anything about the other IGN reviews. I don't keep up with them like that. All right, let's go see about Adaman. Actually, let's look at Dialga's moves first of all. Earth Power, Iron Tail, Flash Cannon, Roar of Time. Ancient Power would be interesting, but I feel like Flash Cannon is fine. Iron Tail is 70. Okay. Let's see about Adaman. Because we didn't battle him last time. I remember that. Quesadilla and cranberry juice. Baby, I need the couples therapy. Where is he? Or did we fight him? I don't remember fighting him. I mean, we met him here, right? Maybe I did fight him and I just don't remember. I could have swore that he was on my list still. Sus. I guess so. Because if I had to fight him, it would have been somewhere. Like it would have been here. Like it would have been a thing. Let's see. What else can I do? Help Medi of the Diamond Clan find the rare Pokemon she met long ago. Survey the Pokemon while you're at it. Oh, this is the Gracidia flower. That's Shaman. So I guess the only other thing that we have to do is the Giratina. Not Giratina. Spiritomb. Giratina is a whole other story, y'all. Oh my god, that's gonna be like a really big event, probably, or like at least as far as the stream is concerned, it's gonna be like a big moment in for the stream. And then all of these are from Gogita, which is the lakes, where it's collecting the rest of the plates, right? What else I need to do though is I do need to document what Pokemon I don't have in my Pokedex yet. So maybe we'll go back to the village and we'll do that. But I would rather do that from the safety of the village so I don't get jumped randomly by a random Pokemon right after I open up the start menu. What I'm probably gonna do at this point, since I've been taking so long with it though, is I'm probably just gonna transfer them in. Love it, hate it. That's just the truth. I'm probably just gonna transfer them in. So let's start from the top. I needed Decidui. Flareon. Espeon. Umbreon. Leafeon. And Sylveon. Obviously, I need Golem, which that should be easy to do. I could do that today. This is my Weird Year. Look at that. I need more information about Weird Year, though, so I should probably do another one. Snorlax. I can go catch that Alpha Snorlax in, the Field Lens, which I never did. Raichu. I thought I had a Raichu, but I guess not. I don't know if I've ever even seen a Raichu in the wild. Infernape. I could do the Alpha Infernape in the Field Lens as well. Cherubi, which I've never seen. I probably would transfer that one in for sure. I'm assuming that this is Scizor, but it could be something else. Overquill. What else? I like Blue Powerade. Dunk Tank. Ursaluna. Rhydon. Rhyperior. Licky Licky, which should be easy because I already have a few Lickitungs in my thing, I believe. I love Licky Licky. I need a Grotle. Porygon 2 and Z, which should also be easy. Gengar, which should also be easy because I'm sure I have a Haunter in there. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna have to look. Hisui Pokédex. That's Spiritomb. Tentacruel. I've evaded. Isn't there an Alpha Tentacruel somewhere in the coastlands? I think I've evaded one a lot. There's also an Alpha Luminion out there too. I need Magnemite. Magneton. Electivire, which should be easy because I literally got a Electrizer today. Probopass. Froslass. I have a Cranidos, so I know that I can get a the evolution. I have a Shieldon, so obviously I can get a Bastiodon. What is the evolution of Cranidos called? Rampardos. Piloswine. I could have swore that I had Piloswine and Mamoswine. That's Yuxi right here, obviously. That's Mesprit. That's Azelf. After them, it's Heatran. Regigigas. Cresselia. Tornadus. Thunderous. Landorus. Enamorous. Which is right here. After that, then that goes into the legend, the other legends. So that's obviously Dialga and Palkia. Then it's Giratina. After that, it would be Giratina, which is not in this list. It would be Arceus. Eon, which will be available when I actually defeat Manaphy. It'll be Manaphy. It'll be Shaman, and then Darkrai. In that order. Now, to get Arceus, I need to defeat the entire I need to finish the rest of the Pokedex. To get Giratina, I need to finish the rest of the Pokedex as well. Let me get a highlighter. So I have my work cut out for me is all I'm saying when it comes to some of these things. Because, like, some of these are big baddies. Thank you for following. Now, what I can also do, and what I was considering doing, is I might transfer some of these Pokemon in. Especially now that I have, like, an active list of all the Pokemon that I don't have in this game. But there are some that I could probably do right now. Like, if I have any Eevees in the, now I did expunge all my rare candy, so I would have to go buy some if I was going to do that. But if I have any Eevees, I could always just do a Sylveon. I could do the Flareon, the Leafeon, etc. If I have a Decidueye, or if I have a Decidueye, I could, or if I have a Dartrix, I could always do as a Decidueye, etc. Let's do a search. Let's go for Rowlet first. I have multiple Rowlets. There's one right here. There's one right here. Are there any Dartrix? Hi, Annie. No Dartrix. Interestingly enough, I think I released all the Dartrix, so I'm gonna have to take one of these Rowlets. I'll take this one. The other one might be a little bit higher level, though. Where is it? Hi, Pero. There's an Eevee right there that I could evolve. There's a Porygon right there that I could evolve too. Let's take that Porygon. And that Eevee. put Dialga back. I will look for that other Rowlet really fast. There's a Turtwig right here that's ready to evolve already. Oh, this Rowlet's level 51. It can evolve right now. Hi! We also have Shieldon at level 51. We also have Cranidos at level 52. And multiple EVs right here. Watch this. That takes out Rampardos. Hi, Milo Tick. How's everyone doing today? Personally, I'm doing pretty good. We're just hanging out, playing a little bit of Legends Arceus. I'm evolving some Pokemon. I'm determined to finish my Pokedex now so I can start going for those Legends. Even though I'm probably gonna go for those Legends in some kind of event of sorts. This takes out Bastiodon for sure. I am slaying, I think. I'm just doing some Pokedex work. When we switch over to DA in a little while, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. There's Bastiodon. Rowlet can evolve. So I hope work went well. Alright, and that's the Decidueye. I caught Samurott today. The Turtwig is not ready to evolve. Let's see if I have any items to evolve this Eevee with. I'm sure I do. Organize the satchel. Let's do Flareon first. This one. And I have a upgrade. I'll move that into the bag. I will move this dubious disc into the bag. I'll move the electrizer into the bag because I need that. And let's go from there. All right, Porygon, it's your time. Get into it. All right, Porygon, it's your time again. I always loved Porygon Z. I think the shiny is great. I think the regular is great. I don't use it because it kind of goes into that category of like really cool normal types for me that I just don't need. But it is great. I do enjoy it. All right. Okay, what else? What did I say? I said a Firestone, but I don't have a Firestone on me. Did I not move the Firestone? What happened? Did I get rid of the Firestone? Hello? I know I didn't just like randomly discard the Firestone. I do have it on me. I don't know what the heck that was. So that got rid of Flareon. That's Porygon 2. That's Porygon Z. Let's see if I can get some more of these candies. And then that'll take off Grotle. Right there. These are expensive. Oh my god. I'll do a few mediums. I'll do like 5 mediums, I guess, for now. Because that medium should get the Turtwig right ready to evolve. Absolutely, it did. Thank you for the streak. 10 streams. Get into it. All right. I will put the on my to-do list for this week. I will put the Spiritomb thing because I'm gonna probably have to do that. I'm gonna do the majority of that off stream, and then maybe I'll capture it on stream or something. Okay, I need a Rhyperior, so let's look and see if I have a Rhydon somewhere. There's another Eevee right there, so we'll switch this.
What about you being built like a bus driver?
What about you being built like the bus? And there's a Swinub right here. It's level 31, so I can evolve that one too, probably. Paprika is only level 26, but I guess we could take Paprika and evolve Paprika, which will cut out the work of having to go and capture the alpha. Do I have a Munchlax? Oh, there's a Lickitung right there. I never took this bitch out of here. These two need to go back to Pokemon Scarlet. Oh my god. What are y'all doing here? Hey. This is supposed to be my shiny box. It's full of Galades and Raltas and stuff. But none of these Beneries are shiny. Really? I'm gonna evolve the Haunter. I'm gonna do the Eevee. SpongeBob Big Guy Pants okay. When does that movie come out? Or when did it come out? Is it coming out yet? I need a Skunk Tank. Y'all see a Stunky in here? There's a Stunky right there. Level 20. I don't know when Stunky evolves, though. Maybe there's a higher level one. Big guy. Big guy. Oh, there's a Quillfish right here. Quillfish should be easier than Stunky to evolve. I have a bunch of Elekid's, but I don't have any. I just need Electivire. I don't need Electabuzz, so there should be an Electabuzz in here, but I've released a lot of Pokemon, so maybe not. Electabuzz is easy to capture, though, so I'd rather go capture one and evolve it that way, or go catch the Electivire. And what Pokemon? Lickitung is already ready to evolve. So there's Licky Licky. Isn't it Bar Barrage that it has to know? How do you evolve Quillfish? Oh, it needs to be leveled up. I can do that too. 2 medium should work, right? Oh, it needs to use Barbarage Strong Style 20 times. I thought it was the other way around. Okay. Well, we could do that. That's easy. The Haunter I could just, do this with. I can move with the item. And that'll get Gengar out of the way. Period. I still need Espeon and Umbreon, so that's going to be a little bit more difficult. But I can also do Leafeon. Right now. They should have had the Leaf Stone be able to be used on Eevee real early on, like Generation 5. Like, it took them a long time to really get around to that. Yes, the evolution animation is really cool in this game. I love it. Like, they really try to emphasize that this Pokemon is like powering up, not just like evolving. Okay, well that's a good set. We're gonna keep the Quillfish on us. Swinub needs to level up, I believe. But the rest of these Pokemon can like go over here. Let's take that Quillfish out for a spin, I guess. Anyone else? Looks like some of these I'm gonna have to catch. I mean, this Elekid is level 59, so I'll be able to evolve that immediately. Licky Licky. We can switch out. Oh, I can do the Golem too. I still need to evolve Paprika, and I'll switch this Gengar with a Pokemon that I can carry on my team, just in case I need something strong. And we will take NyQuil. Does anybody have any fun weekend plans? So that's Electivire right there. I could probably do Probopass right now. And probably Frostlass as well if I will. There's a Pokemon Go meetup, but I CBA. What does CBA mean? Can't be in attendance? Move that. Can't be bothered, I see. Let's do a Thunderstone too. Just, well, that's fine. I'll just do all three. I'm surprised that I don't have any Magnemite, any Magneton, any Magnezone at all. That's Golem. Hi, Catboy. Catboy, do you like Golem? Meow, once for yes, two for no. Oh, I have Magnezone right here. I just need Magnemite and Magneton. Is that what I wrote down? Yes, that is true. I need Magnemite and Magneton. Oh, okay, I'll switch with this. Nose Pass. I have multiple Magnezones. Come to find out, everybody ate. Electivire. Are y'all leveled up? Let's try this one. I think it evolves at level 36 though, so that might be a little far off. Yeah, it looks like after this I'm gonna have to go hunting for some of these Pokemon. I should have marked which ones. Well, I didn't know which ones I had, so. And then we can still do the EVs, so that can be like the. Oh well, both of these have no Fairy type moves, so either of them could be a Sylveon for sure. I'll do one of those, and then we'll come back for Finneon. There is Probopass. All I need is for Frostlass Steel, so I'm gonna do that. Okay. Let's do Frostlass. There's got to be a snow runt around here somewhere, right? I vaguely remember doing a snow runt outbreak at one point or another. But I don't know if that was before or after I purged all my Pokemon. I don't have any snow runs? Oh. Oh. What about Scyther? Do I have Scythers? I'm gonna go put some of this crap away and then I'm gonna come back. I have plenty of Pokeballs. Alright, we ride. Let's go get that Alpha Snorlax. I'm not really interested in the outbreaks, though. But it looks like there are some on Romanus Island. There's 2 of them. Snorlax is over here. I don't think that there's a roundabout way in doing this one. These alpha compared to the Legend ZA alphas. I think in the wild they do more damage than the ZA alphas do, but they're a little bit more lax and harder to battle, in my opinion. Alright, let's send out Quillfish. Let's hit it with the Bar Barrage, see what happens. High horsepower. See if we can throw a Pokeball at it. And there's Snorlax. Surprised it took so long to get the first one. Windup can evolve. There we go, Piloswine. And it needs to know a move that it cannot learn. We need to teach it Ancient Power soon. Let's see if we can level it up. We can't level it up. Okay. Oh. And therefore, we keep on moving. Alright, I'm heading right towards a outbreak. Let's just glance and see what it is. It's Geodude and Graveler, so we do not need that. Oh my god, you made me so nervous. Got it. Level 65. Perfect. Piloswine can learn Ancient Power. And that means that Piloswine can evolve. Meaning that now we can have a Mamoswine. We also just got Infernape. Let's revive NyQuil. And let's heal up Bullfish. Finneon cannot evolve. I thought so. I thought it might be able to. Oh. Oh. There's another outbreak out here somewhere. Don't ask me what it is. Aren't there normally some Shelloffs out here we can battle? Calling all barbs, calling all barbs. Whoa. Oh, this must be one of the outbreaks. Bitch. I don't want it that bad. I don't want it that bad. And there's Luminion. You're not finna jump her. So that'll be okay, and I don't need Paprika on the team anymore, but shout out to Paprika. And I don't need Mamoswine on the team anymore. But shout out to Mamoswine. Because I need Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon. I need a Raichu so I can evolve a Pikachu, but I don't know if I have a what is that called? A Thunderstone on me, but I can go into the box and still get one. I know I got a Pikachu in here somewhere. Don't ask me where. I couldn't tell you. How do you like to eat your eggs? I like eggs all kinds of ways, personally. Why do I not have a Pikachu? Why the heck do I only have a Pichu? Huh? Wasn't I gonna evolve a Skunk Tank and I never did? I have two Stunkies. And this one is level 32, so it might be closer to evolving than the other one. But I don't think either of them are ready just yet. Out we go. Time to fight with the Quillfish. Weenie Hut General. Super Weenie Hut General. I want to fight something big. Let's go up the mountain a little bit. Oh, there's a Chimchar. I really want a shiny Chimchar. That would be such a cute addition to the team. Where's the Alpha Stantler? I hear an Alpha something. There it is. Bitch. The Alpha Stantler is filled with wild might. Also, a purple Wurmple would be so cute, too. Those are some good shinies. Where are we? Let's go over to The Horseshoe Plains. That's behind me. It's over here. Where's the big baddie over here? Not this way. It could be this way. Run into the woods! Is it over here? There she is. Hypnosis. Oh no. So if you care to find me, look to the western sky. Like someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying so low, at least I'm flying free. Anyway, Izzy was singing, what was Izzy singing? I was in Damsel's stream. Damsel rated Izzy, aka Fried Chicken, and he sings for people when people raid into his stream. He sang, what song did he sing? It was Avril Lavigne. Was it? It wasn't I'm With You. Was it I'm With You? I received new gifts. Who sent me a gift? Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Speaking of Izzy, what the hell? Somebody sent me something on Throne. Ooh. What? Shout out to whoever sent me. This is it says it's Izzy. Thank you. I'm with you. That's my shit. I'm with you is my shits. That's my shit. I was gonna say maybe I should sing that for y'all for 500. I still haven't gifted y'all anything specifically for 500 followers. Do y'all want me to sing that for a karaoke moment or something? Yeah, 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 yeah. Thank you for the $25 towards my Switch too. Oh my gosh. It's a damn cold night. Trying to figure out this life. Won't you take me by the hand, take me somewhere new? I don't know who you are, but let's just go back to the camp. I saw the throne and said, let me take a look. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really trying right now. I'm really trying to get people to donate specifically so that I can get the DLC for Pokemon Legends ZA, which is coming out next week. I really want to stream that on. I really want to do that one on stream, but like, girl, I need a little bit of money towards the fun. I need a little bit of money towards the funds. That, or also, I said earlier, if you want me to help, you put it towards whatever you want. Thank you, thank you. I also was saying that if somebody sent me a donation, I would go get the Popeyes Five Nights at Freddy's meal, and I would try it, and I would let you know how I feel about it. Yeah, right now, but hello, Izzy, and hello, Pickled. I already responded to what you were saying, Pickled, but hello. The cupcake does look scary, but I will try the cupcake. I won't try it on screen, but I will try it, and I will tell you what I think. Right now I'm trying to evolve my Pokemons. Let's go to the Coronet Highlands, and let's go look for a wait, we already have Electivire, don't we? Yeah. Maybe there's Magnemite and Magneton out there, though? Yeah, the funds for that, I don't know if I can actually take out that money for the thing. I don't know exactly how those, like, little fundraisers work in, the throne, but I do need a Switch 2, so I'm probably going to leave that right up in there, because at some point I am going to start fundraising for the Switch 2. Real bad. Because I want one before Generation 10 for Pokemon comes out. Why is everything so confusing? Maybe I'm just out of my head. Oh, not me. Okay, I did not know that non-moderators could not use that command. So I will put the donate link in here. Thank you. Somebody pay for my things. Thank you. And here's my throne. Somebody pay for my things. Thank you. Some of the things on throne are out of stock, but there are a few items on there that I still do want. Like that little that keyboard would be real cute. No shade. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know what got in her, but she ate that up. I don't even care. And I was saying that that song and My Immortal by Evanescence are two of my like rock girl ballads that really take me there. They really take me there. Me standing out in the rain singing one of those songs, screaming and crying a little bit. Exactly, Izzy. She was in worship. Exactly. I mean, you know, if you really want to get into it, Evanescence does sing, like a lot of the songs from Evanescence are about a relationship to God. And also, Avril Lavigne doesn't specifically, I don't know if she says anything in the lyrics that would indicate that it's a love song specifically. It seems more like it's just a general, like, kind of ballad about a relationship to something or someone, but it's not specified that it's not about a spiritual message, because it's not about a specific person. You know, she says I'm with you, and it's a lot of like vague and spiritual concepts in the lyrics, but it's nothing to the sort that's saying like, you know, this is about a relationship. I'm getting out of here. They took out Miss Squirrel. I'm trying to evolve my Quillfish. It's just there's a lot of mineral types out here. Specifically ground types and earth types. They are not super affected or even, and they're not good to battle when you're using a poison type. That's just the truth. But we're using Barbarage. Cry out, wipe away all of your fears. I think it was earlier this year, like early this year, but I really got into a moment where I was singing, if I could fall into the sky. And I was getting my life. I was playing this game too. I was getting into it. I think that might have been last year. I was playing this game specifically though, and I was like, I was catching the Holy Ghost low key, and there were like clips of me singing it and everything. Like, please. Do you think time could pass me by? Oh, 'cause you know. Yesterday I was in VC. I was actually in a VC. Oh my god. R.I.P. Quillfish. Meanwhile, this carnival iron is fighting for its life. Let's send out Stunky, see what happens. I was in a VC with Meow was there. I was with Meow Nix, among others, and we were talking about. Bitch, what the fuck were we talking about? I completely lost my train of thought. Once Quillfish got took out like that, I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about Jessica Simpson, because I was asking Meow Nix if he saw the episode of Luscious Massacre's YouTube, or the recent video that she put out where she met Jessica Simpson in California, and Jessica Simpson signed her purse, because she's like, a fun fact about Luscious is that she's always carrying around the pink Jessica Simpson brand purse, which Jessica Simpson herself designed, and they were sold in like Burlington stores, right? Among others, because I'm sure that they also sold them in like places like DD Discount, Ross, and which are places that Luscious frequents on her videos specifically. And so we were talking about it because Nyaunix is a very big fan of Luscious, similar to me, especially her YouTube content, right? And so I was talking about it with him. I asked him if he ever watched it, because I don't remember ever talking to him about it. And it was just a casual conversation or whatever. And we were talking about Jessica Simpson's, like, popular songs. I don't know very many Jessica Simpson songs off the top of my head, because honestly, the peak of her, like, stardom as far as her music career is before my time. And even though she's been around for forever, she feels like she's not that much older than me, like, as far as, like, she seems like she might be, like, a millennial. I don't actually know how old Jessica Simpson is off the top of my head. She seems like she could be, like, an older millennial or, like, a really young Gen Xer. Like, I do not recall, like, the peaks of her career, because I was never a fan of the music, and I don't know anybody who specifically was. Well, all that to say, we were listening to one of her songs yesterday. It was like it's like the top song that she has on Spotify, and she was singing her ass off. What I was telling now is that, please, y'all, you can't get me again, Pickled. Not again. Thank you for the shiny luck, though. I really do hope I see a shiny. But at this point, I'm not going to trust it if I do hear the sound. But what I was telling now is that Jessica Simpson kind of sits in, like, a category where, like, during a low time in Mariah Carey's career, they would throw Jessica Simpson out on the stage so that she could, you know, so that she could try and do her big one. In that capacity, or during like a ballad heavy era of like a Britney Spears moment, she would also do something similar. That's what I was saying to him, because that's kind of the niche that she sits in, is that like very traditional standard like pop girl moment. She hasn't done her country stuff too, because she is from Texas. Oh, oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna hit it with a strong style barbarage. I thought she just had the JCPenney clothing line. She is a full-on singer and actress. She is famous specifically for being able to sing the way that she does. And also, she does have clothes. She does sell clothes in JCPenney's. That's probably, but like some of those lines probably go to places like Burlington to get sold when they're not making the money in JCPenney or other department stores. And I don't even know who Michelle Branch is. Stacey Oracle, I don't know who that is either. You're bringing out some deep cuts. I don't know none of these people. I would say the most famous person that Jessica Simpson's artistry could be compared to would probably be somebody like Fergie. So it's like, it's going very soulful white woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking specifically to Fergie's earlier career, even prior to like, at least pop culture relevant. That's what I'm gonna say. Oh, Michelle Branch. Okay, yes, I do know that song. But that's the same. Yes, that's the same category though. It's that like, we gotta get out of here. We're getting our ass beat. What if Evie comes out and does her big one though? I doubt it, but. Girl, come on, we gotta go. We gotta go. No, we gotta go. Let's revive everybody. Yeah, but that's the only song I think I know by Michelle Branch, specifically. More to Life by Stacey Oracle. I do not know if I know that song. Let's play it. Oh, I've seen this album cover before. I had to have heard this song on like a movie somewhere. I've never heard this song though, like full on, you know, on a radio or anything. Because that was my song down. Well, no shade, but that's your tea, and that's okay. That's not my moment, but that's your moment. I'm also not gonna lie, like, I'm just, like, I'm not that, I'm gonna be so dead ass. I was raised on R&B radio, so when I hear people like Jessica Simpson singing her ass off on a song like that, I'm not super impressed. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to the greatest hits by Celine Dion. I was, you know, and I listen to the greatest hits by Mariah Carey. I don't need all that. Like, cause yeah, she was like, yeah, I would say Jessica Simpson is definitely a recording artist. Not a vocalist, but a recording artist, where she can really sing a moment on a recording track, but that does not necessarily mean that I'm listening to the recording track. But I can appreciate what I did hear, because she was singing her ass off on that one song. Well, I will say that Nelly Furtado definitely has a moment in pop culture, because she has a couple of hits that really, like, crossed her over. Especially the moments that she had with Timbaland, but that's a completely different conversation. But that's not compared. You know, I think that where somebody like Nelly Furtado and Mariah Carey meet is that Nelly Furtado and Mariah Carey both existed in the very niche corner of being like the girl who sings the hook on a rap song. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to say for Nelly Furtado because that's not the genre of music that she makes at all. Like she makes nothing of the sort. But at one point, oh baby, it's alright now, you ain't got it. Wasn't that her? Or was that Cassie? Anyway, she does her big one. She's a feature artist, Boots, and that's okay. And I will say that half of the reason that Mariah Carey was relevant, at least from like, you know, I would say 1999 until about, I would say 2005, is because she was heavy involved in a bunch of rap songs with a bunch of rap artists, and that influenced her own artistry, even though she wanted to do that anyway. Because don't forget, we've seen the pictures anyway. Like, the fan base doesn't call her Hood Raya sometimes for no reason. And interestingly enough, they don't call her Hood Raya because they're trying to use microaggressions against her either. Please. And that's the thing, is that, you know, the last time that I heard, I would say there's been a few moments in the past few years where I've really heard like a really good like rap mixed with R&B, or a pop singer or a rap or an R&B singer on a rap song that I've really been impressed with. Summer Walker and Kendrick Lamar, they have a song on Kendrick's last album, I think, that I liked. Not the one that he currently has out, but the one before that I really liked. Summer Walker has a song called White Tea that has a really strong energy like that. Ariana, when she collaborated with 2 Chainz, was a really big moment like that. And I think that some of those songs could have been a bigger moment, and they should have been a bigger moment. Everybody wants to make a song with fucking Chris Brown. Maybe we should be making songs with these rappers who can actually rap, so that way we can get a little bit of crossover and we could really pull together the communities. I think Kehlani has really been doing her big one. She has, but I think that like but we are kind of missing the niche right now of the featured female voice singing the hook on a really good rap song. And I think that's why a lot of the rappers just simply aren't making the hits that they used to make anymore. Even the ones who are very capable of doing so, is because they're not pulling on the girls who are coming from the same culture, the same places, the same, you know, the same regions, or even the same musical styles as them. Because like SZA is another one where SZA has been on a handful of like really good songs, or she's even featured rappers on her songs to really enhance what she was doing, but nobody's calling SZA up to be like, SZA, can you do a song with me? Because, like, you know, SZA could have even been the girl, like, wasn't it the City Girls who was on that one Drake song? Not to bring up Drake, trigger warning, but it was the City Girls who was saying, bend that ass over. That, SZA was on that song, but it was crazy how the City Girls were singing the hook on that song instead of SZA. And SZA had a featured verse. Like, I just don't think that people really I don't think that people do the critical thinking with some of these musical moments. But that song, what is it? Rule the World by 2 Chainz featuring Ariana Grande, that was a moment in time. That went gold in my house. Although I wouldn't say, I didn't go platinum, it went gold. What's My Name? That's a really good example of one of those songs. That's a really good example. That might have been like, that's a really good example of what I'm talking about, where it's like Rihanna had her own little she had her own little like post-chorus breakdown that she did in that song. But she also sang the hook. And it really contributed a lot for her to have that moment on that song. Because if it was somebody else, like imagine, like, I don't know, who was really super relevant during that time that would not have been able to carry what Rihanna carried? I don't even know. But yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Or another really big example of that would have been Alicia Keys singing New York. Empire State of Mind. If she was not on that song would not have been as big of a deal as it was. And Rihanna was a hook girl, but that's because she couldn't sing in the beginning part of her career. She could perform, but I wouldn't say that Rihanna is a singer. I would say that she's a recording artist. Singer by trade, vocalist not so much. My quillfish can't evolve, finally. And I think also a big part of what I'm talking about, I think a big part of the reason why it's not as relevant or prevalent for to having like anybody singing on people's hooks and people to kind of create their own music and create their own moment is because we're just not really in a big dance music era. So there's not a lot of collaboration that's inspiring rap artists specifically, or people who are creating these songs, producing these songs, or producing the albums that are creating these songs as well, to be like, oh, well, we should go get Summer Walker to sing on your song because that's going to give you a little bit of hype. And suddenly a bunch of the Summer Walker fans who also listen to rap music are going to be listening to you or whatever. Because I think also we're in the era post the hype of having an artist like Summer Walker specifically. Summer Walker needs to be collaborating with some of the bigger rappers, but I also think some of these like cute little pop girls, if they had like one rap crossover, it would go crazy. What is KWN? What do you have today? Mechanical circular saw, Hopoberry set, leaf imprint rock. That's a leaf stone. Which is crazy. I think that she is interested in crossing. Okay. It's a mixed thing. I think it's also the thing about like people genuinely having artistic integrity that matches the level of the people that they're collaborating with. And so, you know, SZA is a very serious songwriter, regardless of what anybody says about SZA and her artistry and her ability to sing. SZA is a serious songwriter. There's so much art that goes into the craft of what SZA makes. So she's not going to go out of her way and the same is true for Summer Walker. There's so much artistry that goes into what Summer Walker makes. When we're talking about R&B music, especially in the neo-soul niche genre that has become a really big thing with people, even though it's supposed to be a niche part of the genre, they are putting so much energy that's what part of what takes out KWN is a British singer. Just got into her with her new album. It had a song with Flo. Okay. But I'm saying like they are putting so much energy into the artistry of their own albums that if they're not dealing with somebody who's also going to give that same energy to their music, even if it's somebody smaller, it's not going to be a big deal. You know what I mean? And they're not going to want to do it. Also, you have to pay for features, and a lot of times, a lot of smaller artists don't have the money to be putting into a paid feature the way that they might have previously.
Because it's iconic.
Exactly.
And I love to do iconic shit.
I love to do iconic shit. Okay, let's move some of this shit over to the thing. Put this in there. I'll put this in there. This. I'll put this in there. Put this in there. I'm probably gonna sell that. This. And I love to do iconic shit. Okay, well now we have an overquill. Ew. I really don't like this thing. Yeah, I think there's levels to it though, for sure. Let's see. What else do I need that I don't have? So we got Skunk Tank and we got Oracle. I could take those off the list. Skunk Tank, Overquill. Let's see, is there a Rye? I know I have a Rye Horn. I don't know what level these Rye Horns are, though. There's a few of them in here. 23, 26, 45. Oh, I still need Ursaluna. I don't even know what phase of the moon we're in right now. I thought I had Ursaluna. What I do have is a Peat Block. There ain't even no moon in the sky. Miss Puff's evil cut. Oh my god. Miss Puff's evil cousin. My brain is moving too fast for my mouth. Oh god. I don't have a thing. If I can go buy one. I liked because Olivia Dean has been out here doing it recently. I wanted to get into her. Isn't she the one that's been like popping off recently? And Ray, yeah, but Ray's been on her big Ray was doing her big one already, and then she just came back. Oh, I have plenty of stuff to get items. Okay, I'll get a protector. I'll also get a metal coat for any scissors that I may or may not have, because I needed one of those. Yeah, we're slowly getting back to vocalists. I mean, I think that we always had vocalists, because, like, a lot of the people that I'm listing, and we were talking about Kehlani, I said Summer Walker, SZA, you know, there are some others. In the States, there are definitely vocalists. They're just not really in the phase right now where their vocal aspirations are really being prioritized. Which is honestly not a horrible thing, because that also kind of gives them space in their later careers to pop off with big vocal moments if it really comes back into like a into fashion to have big vocal moments like that in the first place. I need to go catch a Scizor. Or Scyther. I need to go catch a Scyther. But I have a protector for my Rhydon. So that means that now I have a Rhydon and a Rhyperior. I would fuck up an apple fritter right now. I love apple fritters. I'm surprised that the GP let Daniel Caesar back into the zeitgeist. You think Daniel Caesar is back in the zeitgeist? I think that there are some people who just don't keep up with the drama of it all, that like really just like don't care or don't know. But I think a lot of people, the girls remember. I don't care. The girls remember. You know they remember. If you were there, you remember. I saw the video. I don't think I was watching the live, but I saw the video. You know who I want to really hear from? I want to hear from her. Speaking of vocalists. Oh, see, this is still weird. I'm gonna have to listen, I guess. Also, didn't Khalid just came out with a new song too? Or it was like something a little different. It was faster. I played it on the stream yesterday, I think. What else do I need? I need to go catch a cherubi. I need a frost last, so I need to go catch a snow runt. I need a tentacruel. And then I'll be mostly done. And then after that, the only ones that I'll need is like a cherubi. I wanted to do another weird year. Khalid dropped an album in October. I only heard about the single. I wasn't keeping up with it like that, so I had no clue. I saw him in an interview somewhere. I don't remember who was interviewing him or what about. Did he ever go on the Terrell show? We should talk about it. Let's do... That's going to be my little niche research moment after this. I need to go to the bathroom. It's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. Let's switch over to ZA. Like, something's got to change. Grand Tree. I need to be here, actually. He should be on there. I would love to hear his references. I watched the one with Halle Bailey. I didn't ever listen to Halle Bailey's like whole album, but I watched the one with her, and it was pretty good. Andalise, do you listen to Halle Bailey? I feel like you might like her. The new album. I played some of the songs on the stream. I didn't know if you had an opinion. Who am I out here for? What is the moon is not full. I'm out here for Scizor. Scyther. The episode was good. I need to get into it. Yeah, it was good. I think I have a very I had a lot of strong feelings when Chloe and Halle stopped making music together and started making music separately. Or really when Chloe started making music separately because Halle got into The Little Mermaid. I had a lot of feelings about that because I was very attached to the music that they were making prior to that moment. And so, and I also did not like how their music became a little bit more commercially focused. You know, in like 2020 when they released Ungodly Hour, because I was a fan of them prior to that moment. And so it was, I kind of like fell out. I wasn't like an active hater, but I was not I was not in it like I was previously. And their music did get more commercial and less experimental and less soulful with Ungodly Hour compared to the other album that they had, which I can't even remember the name of it at this current moment. Let's evolve this Scyther. I felt the same way about Renee Rapp's new album. I like a couple of the songs on Renee Rapp's album, but I know, and I'm not a huge fan of her, but I know that energy also, it was very similar to that. And that's honestly how I felt about Lizzo, because I listened to Lizzo before Lizzo went mainstream, and when Lizzo went mainstream, the energy in the music changed. This is true for a lot of artists. When artists go mainstream, they become different because their music is now being geared towards a completely different audience. Lizzo used to be so good. She did. And I think like Lizzo was definitely what was the song that she had that made her pop off? It was Truth Hurts. That was the song that really like pushed her into like the mainstream for whatever reason. To me that song didn't even make sense for her to be singing like that. Like I remember when it came out and it was a sleeper hit for a little while before it like actually went off. I listened to her back then though. And like I like some of the songs, like I really like Juice, you know what I mean? But like I don't know. It kind of lost its luster for me pretty quickly. And that's not to say that I'm judging anybody for liking any of the artists that I'm saying that I have different feelings about. It's more to say that's not my cup of tea. Yes. Um, but then there are other artists who I've stuck around with. I'm gonna stick beside them. Who there are other artists who I've stuck around with even when they weren't, even when they did go mainstream, like Doja Cat. Because I was listening to Doja Cat before she was mainstream too. Go get my Pete block just in case, because we're gonna do this full moon moment right now. Right. Me with Doechii. Yeah, I knew of Doechii, and I like some of Doechii's songs. It's just that I wasn't really into Doechii specifically. But Doechii did also change when she went mainstream, and it feels very different. You know, the girls be sacrificing sometimes some of the things that they used to do so that they could pop off. Why is the moon behind the mountain, bitch? Where is it? Y'all see the moon tonight? Well, I mean, I'll be able to see if Ursaluna can evolve based it. I don't even need to see the moon. I just need to use it on Ursa Ring when it's the full moon, and I will be able to know by showing the Pete block to it, right? So it's not gonna work tonight. Let's try again. I don't even know what Yucky Lucky Fruitcake is. That sounds like a meme. That sounds like when you're talking to somebody and they're talking about how their favorite artist wasn't before they were mainstream, and then they just start bringing up random songs. And there's Ursaluna. Ursaluna. And so I already did Scizor. I still need to do all the EVs. I'm surprised that none of them are ready to evolve at all. I mean, it was a TikTok audio, so you're not wrong. Well, I mean, I only keep up with some. I can't keep up with everybody, but I think I do try to keep up with like what's popping at the moment, at least sometimes. Like I don't know if you saw it, but my the age that Spotify gave me was 19, so they definitely think that I'm keeping up with something relevant, I think. But I think it's also because I've been listening to music that came out this year. I don't even think it has anything to do. Like, people that were like up in arms, at least people like in my radar, people that I talk to, my friends, people I'm on social media with, were kind of up in arms about the age that Spotify gives you. But I think that we need to think a bit less as what the age that Spotify thinks we are, and more of the age of the musical library that we have accumulated over the past year is. So, and how you can determine this is similar to how they do like dating in the library. So like in a library, in a genuine actual library, they collect all of the data from all the books that are on the record in the library, and depending on their publication date is how they determine how relevant the library is. Most things like, you know, like the goal for a lot of libraries, I would say right now, is to be somewhere in the late 2010s if they wanted to be updated in the as far as the library system is concerned, or even closer than that. when it comes to having relevant information, even if it's old information that is not necessarily always sought out. Having a more recent publication of like a textbook or like an information or an encyclopedia would be very valuable to a certain to libraries because of that information. Spotify probably does something really similar, so it's really considering how recent the music that you're listening to is, not how old the artists that you're listening to are or how relevant they might be. And so people are kind of taking it a certain kind of way, but like it said 19 years old for me, but that's because I'm listening to music that came out, I would say, in the past 10 years more than anything else, especially the past 5 years. Like, but that also includes like Mariah Carey released an album this year. I've revisited that album probably 3 times, or like when it plays Kelani on my Spotify, like I'm mostly listening to Kelani songs that came out in 2020 or later. No, nothing before that. So like even the song, what is it? Honey by Kelani. I haven't heard that song in probably a year and a half. Or like and that would be true for other artists that are also more of like a legacy act, or at least in the current era as a legacy act, like Lady Gaga. I'm not listening to Lady Gaga's old songs that often. Sometimes they might pop up and I will listen to them, but I'm not like going out of my way to be like, let me go listen to Telephone and So Happy I Could Die and like Just Dance. Like, no, I'm mostly listening to the new album, the new releases, stuff like that. I think that's a big part of it. Exactly. Or if they wanted to account for like a legacy act, that would include people like Mariah Carey, or like people like somebody who's popping off more recently, Tony Braxton, because of X, Y, and Z reason. I think that also influences it as well. What do I need? I need to catch a cherubi, but I'm not gonna go for cherubi right now. I need to do a raichu. I'm not gonna do that right now. I think I'm done. I think that I'm going to stop here. I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna be playing some Legends ZA. So if you want to see me play Legends ZA, come around for that. But until then, I'm gonna save my progress here. I have a list of all the Pokemon that I need in this game that I'm gonna be coming back for. But that's what we have for right now. So let's move on to something else. What song should I play? We're just gonna like be getting out of here because I'm gonna stop the stream and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna restart the stream. So actually, I'll just restart the stream and then, yeah, just because I saved the VODs for both this and ZA, so I wanted to like separate them without having to like. All right, bye. See you soon. 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I am going to take like a 10-minute break when I start the next stream, though.